Good morning everyone and welcome to Theme Park Parents. This morning we are here at Pleasurewood Hills in Lowestoft for our second park of our 4-day trip to the East Coast.
Nothing like being in the countryside fighting
just
off
getting
all the
attacked
bugs.
by insects. This park is a pretty decent family park. It's the biggest in the area and it holds the only Vekoma Boomerang in the UK Wipeout, which we've just seen testing behind us, and I've just spoken to the guy at reception. He's spoken to maintenance and they said it's going to open today. It has had a few teething issues within the last week.
Yeah, we've seen online that it's been closed a lot.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The reviews for the past couple of weeks haven't been great. Things being closed, queue lines being really long because there's been certain rides that have been closed. But we're hoping for a good day. Yeah, we're being optimistic.
Yeah, the weather forecasters said it's going to absolutely bucket it down later on, which hopefully would have put a few people off. Obviously, we're from the Midlands. We're not going to do this park very often, so I'm hoping that we can get on everything today. Get on as many rides as possible. The kids are here. They can get on a fair bit as well. There's 2 roller coasters that they can get on, plus a bunch of flat rides. You've got your trains, you've got your log flume as well. So we're going to do our best to get round as quickly as possible.
It's going round already.
Yeah, there it is.
They can see it.
There's Wipeout.
That's very hopeful, very hopeful.
Yeah. Also with this park, we can bring you along with us for some on-ride POVs, as they do allow on-ride filming. I've just popped to reception to have the equipment checked and they said everything's okay. Had a lovely chat with the guy in there, he's really friendly. Asked what channel we're from. I said we're only small.
We are only very small.
Definitely wouldn't have heard of us yet.
Just a little one.
Yeah. Other than that, he said it's going to be quite quiet today. Some of those are the quietest days. And like I said, due to the weather, they're not expecting massive crowds. He's also said to us we should...
Get distracted.
He also said to us that we should pop to Cannonball Express first, because it does build up quite a long queue with it being just the one train. So join us today as we take you along with us at Pleasurewood Hills. The time is currently 5 to 10 and we are due to open at about 10 o'clock this morning. We've seen Wipeout testing, which is good. However, we're going to head over to Cannonball Express first because that does have the lowest throughput. Just there over those trees. We know today that the Jolly Roger drop tower won't be opening, but we're hoping that everything else is going to be open. Like I said, we are due some thunderstorms, and speaking to the guy at reception, he said that all the rides that are sort of high will be closing, so that's Wipeout, Cannonball Express. Mainly the 3 major coasters, along with the log flume potentially as well.
I'm really sad that the drop tower's not opening though, because I love a drop tower.
Holly does love drop towers. And crowds are sort of starting to build up a bit, but nothing major like a Merlin park here really.
These shutters, once they're open.
Today we paid £78 for entry and car parking, and that is for a family ticket, which is relatively good value to be fair, considering what you pay for some of the bigger parks. Just hoping that we get on all the rides really.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah. Here we are on Cannonball Express. Holly and Rowan in the back there, as per normal. Me and Eloise managed to get a front row seat. We have to go. Let's go. You excited? Is you alright?
I don't know.
Here we go. He's smiling. He's smiling. Cannonball Express there. Other than the sharp brakes at the end, really enjoyable that was.
You like it? No, I didn't like it.
Oh, bless him. That's alright. Just had our first ride of the day there on Cannonball Express, the UK's only remaining Schwarzkopf roller coaster. Very rickety, but
that means nothing to me.
Yeah, it was quite enjoyable though, I have to say.
It is very rickety.
You do get whipped about a bit as well. We had to sort of hold on to the kids, restrain them a bit.
Yeah, for the ladies and gents with the thick thighs, you might find it a little bit painful on the outside of the thighs, the way that the bar comes down. Other than that, It was
a decent
quite
roller coaster. Eloise absolutely loved it. Rowan not so much.
No, Rowan didn't like it.
Eloise is always a bit more of a thrill seeker than Rowan, but to be honest, that's another coaster they've done, and that's probably the biggest thing they have actually done.
Yeah,
definitely fastest.
It's quite big considering it's only a 1 metre height restriction.
Yeah, but it's quite comfortable. It's a bag's on ride, so you've got to have your bag between your legs because obviously you've got a separate boarding station than you do for the alighting station. But generally, yeah, quite a good ride. Not sure what we're going to go to next. We'll just have a wander, see what's around. Might go to the waterfront factory and get the log flume out of the way early, but we don't.
Can we not do that when it's already started raining?
Yeah, we don't have the coach with us, do we? We're going to go for a ride now on Shiver Me Timbers, the park's pirate ship. Again, this is only a 1 metre height restriction, so both Eloise and Rowan can come along with us for the ride, along with the POV. Gone for a ride on Shiver Me Timbers now, the park's pirate ship. We've sat second to the middle because Rowan's just a little bit anxious after the Cannonball Express. As I can imagine he would be getting shaken around. He doesn't like the noise of the roller coasters, so he has to wear ear defenders and they sort of bang around on his head. Here we go. Face like thunder. Yeah, we go. You got the weightless feeling, haven't you? It's amazing it's only 1 metre height restriction. So unrestricted there.
It's slowing down now, don't worry. Eloise is a little bit sad because she wanted to sit next to me. She is my roller coaster buddy and Rowan is Hollis. Of course, I'm not just taking these POVs for the channel, but it's also nice to have memories of the kids' first reactions on a lot of these rides as well. And we're thankful for parks that allow on-ride filming because it allows us to get these. Obviously, as long as the equipment's secured and you're not using a phone just in your hand, there's no reason they should be.
as it's just next door and a walk on, we've come for a ride on Moby Dick as Rowan was specifically requesting to go on the fish. I'm just going to go now for my ride on Marble Madness. I'm going to have to go on this solo because this has a height restriction of 1.25 metres, meaning that the kids can't go on it, so obviously Holly has to stay with them. Holly's not going to bother with this as she's not a massive fan of wild mouses, but I absolutely love these coasters. I like Rattlesnake at Chessington, and this is more or less an exact replica, but the other way around. It's got the lift hill on the right hand side, so everything's different orientation. Take you along with a long ride POV as well. At the end. Just been for my ride there on Marble Madness. Very rough ride, chucks you about a lot. You do need to brace yourself, but good fun overall. I can see why Holly didn't want to go on it though. She's not a massive fan of wild mouses. Yeah. The rain clouds are not looking promising and Wipeout isn't yet open. So we're just going to go for a ride on the carousel and then make our way over to Wipeout. See if there's any update on when it will be opening. As they did tell me at the reception this morning, that if there are thunderstorms, that will be one of the rides that does close. Hopefully not though, but we can always remain hopeful. Just over there, beyond the trees, like I said, just seen it testing with an empty train. Nobody is on it yet, so we'll have a quick ride on the carousel. Well, Holly and the kids have just gone for another ride on the carousel, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to talk about some of the trips that we've got planned for the rest of the year now. Obviously we've got Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach tomorrow as the conclusion for this long weekend. We hadn't got anything planned for the rest of July or August. I try to avoid theme parks in this period as it's just stupidly busy, tends to be more expensive and it can be quite hot, especially at a whole day at the theme park, so nothing planned for them. Going over to September though, and we have a one-night stay planned for Poulton's Park. Going to get back there for the first time since 2023, and now Eloise is tall enough to ride all the coasters there, and Rowan's a bit more brave. We hopefully get a few more rides than we did last time we went. I think we only got on 3 roller coasters in total because they were just a little bit scared. So that'll be good to get back. At the end of September, we have an off-peak weekday visit to Thorpe Park. That'll be just me and Holly, and the sole purpose of that is just to lap Hyperion until we're bored of it, really. Problem with the Merlin parks is that we've been to them so much that we're not exactly bored of them, but they just don't give us a thrill that they used to. Only Hyperion, maybe Swarm, I really look forward to getting on when I go to Thorpe Park now, so that might be our last visit to that park for quite some time as we're trying to get to a lot of new parks. After that, we have a weekday visit to Chessington, and this is Holly's first time there. The main reason I want to go there is just because it's a nostalgic park for me. I love the old rides like Vampire and Dragon's Fury. and obviously this is Holly's first time, so it'll be a good chance for her to experience some new coasters as well. I only had one ride on Mandrill Mayhem when I went last year as well, so it'd be nice to get back on that. After that, we have Alton Towers Fright Nights at the end of October. This will be the first time that I've been to Alton Towers ever in the dark. We really are trying to sort of venture out and do more new things, new experiences this year. There's Eloise waving to me with her polar bear, which she got at the arcade. So we'll be doing the full 11 hours of park opening from 10 AM till 9 PM on a Sunday in October. And then we're hoping, it's not fully confirmed, we're hoping to get out to Phantasialand in the October half term. The last thing we need is just the childcare confirmation from my parents. Obviously it's not a great park to bring the kids to when there's so many thrilling attractions to get on, like Taron and Fly and so many amazing rides there, so that would just be a trip for me and Holly. After that though, we're into the closed season, so nothing throughout November. But in December we're heading down to Calais for our Christmas market trip, and that town is only a 40-minute drive from Plopsaland Pan. So if the weather's nice, we're going to head over there for the day and get on the ride to happiness. Loving the teacups, aren't you? I'm going to go the other way now. That's it, other way. Sorry. I need to help you. Holly and Eloise just had a go on the drop tower there, and me and Rowan went on the teacups. Unfortunately, there was a group of teens spinning way out of control, and one of them did accidentally throw up, which is lovely. Anywho, we're going to go over to Wave Breaker now, which doesn't look too busy at all, really, and then get our first water ride in of the day. Time for a ride now on Wave Breaker. This is only a 0.9 height restriction, so Rowan and Eloise can both get on it, and I think they're actually quite excited for this one. I'll sit with Eloise, get a POV, and then I might video Holly and Rowan coming down, or they'll come down straight afterwards. We'll see when we get to the top. Oh, that was good. Oh, right, come on, up you go. Blimey! Right, while we were over at Wave Breaker, we saw Wipeout testing. We've come over here and there's people on it, so we're going to take our chance and get our rides. Holly has gone for the first one and she's actually managed to get front row as well. We'll take you through a couple of rider cam POVs, and then we'll also do a front-facing POV as well with the chest-mounted GoPro. There she is. I reckon Holly will like this a lot more than I will, because she's very inversion based. I prefer air, time and speed. And this is obviously 6 inversions within a very small layout, so it is quite intense. The UK's only Vekoma Boomerang. Of course, this used to be known as Missile when it was over at American Adventure. I never got a chance to ride it when I was over there because I was far too small when American Adventure was still in existence. However, I distinctly remember seeing it over the other side of the lake. Recently had a brand new train as well with lap bars as opposed to the overhead straights. There we go. Right, I'll get my ride on it now.
Whoa! Going round that backwards is something. Oh wow.
Halfway there. Very dizzying ride. Holly's much bigger fan of inversions than I am. I'm more speed and air time, so this is more her ride. Yeah, backwards. Oh, good ride. Excellent ride. Well, we both just had 2 back-to-back rides there on Wipeout, and it is actually a fantastic coaster.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been on an inversion backwards.
No, I don't think you have to, be fair. So,
and it's something. It feels very different.
yeah, it's a very intense coaster,
very
especially at the
intense.
front. We both managed to get front row rides.
Yeah.
Holly, I got the POV on the chest mount, and Holly just got it on her own.
I just enjoyed myself.
yeah, honestly, really good coaster. Not the most comfortable restraints. You got just a metal bar here,
Yeah.
so it pushes
I mean,
in quite a lot.
I didn't find that. I didn't find that it pushed in, but so when you get dragged up the lift hill before you get dropped initially, you do find yourself leaning
Yeah,
quite
very
far
pressing
forward.
into it.
The first time I went on it, I had the seat in front of me to sort of brace myself on. Front row seat, you can't really do that.
No,
So
it's not a great deal.
it did dig in a little bit then.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's actually a pretty comfortable ride.
Yeah, not quite smooth
quite
as well, to be
smooth,
fair. Not
yeah.
massive headbanger. You do get whipped around the inversions backwards.
Lots of hover
especially
flies.
if you're on the front or the back, obviously that's where you feel the most amount of force.
Yeah.
But there's no queue, it's walk on. I mean, we've just been taking it in turns for trains because there's just nobody waiting
Yeah,
at all.
it's
Really
really
is
fun.
dead today, so we're happy with that. But we thought, as it was testing, it was late opening, it might not stay open all day because of the thunderstorms, we'll get our rides in. So we managed to do that, and fantastic coaster.
It's
Glad
a
we
really
finally
good one.
got it in.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we're having an excellent day here at the minute at Pleasurewood Hills. We've done a majority of the major attractions, and the rain has held off so far, although it's looking very dark
the
and
clouds
dingy
are
in the
not
distance.
looking great. I know back home,
Yeah, back
the
in the front
rain
too, we've got
is-
a lot of rain.
the rain
Yeah.
is not the best.
Yeah, we can.
We can find a play area.
We're just
The
going
kids are at a theme park and wanting to go to the park.
I know, they always want to. We're just heading down to our last coaster, which we need to do, which is Express, the park's small zero family coaster. I'm just glad that we managed to get our rides in on Wipeout, because I imagine they might close it later if there's thunderstorms.
Yeah, they said that this morning at reception, didn't they?
There's a player over there, that's what they're seeing.
Oh, okay.
I can see why some people think this is a bit of a ghost town, because everything just looks a bit sort of overgrown.
Kempt.
Overgrown, you
Yeah.
know, not well maintained. There's not a lot of people here today.
It's kind
very
of in the
dead.
middle of nowhere though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a little bit further out than the likes of the Pleasure Beach and Joyland.
Yeah. The only thing I've not seen running today is the chairlift, other than the Jolly Roger, which is advertised as closed.
Yeah, there was a
but
couple of people that were heading over there earlier on, and I
Yeah.
just gave them a little heads up that it wasn't open.
Not too fussed about the chairlift, to be fair.
I'm upset about Jolly Roger because
Yeah, Holly
I
loves
really
drop
want.
towers.
Yeah, I like a drop tower. Over in Port Ventura, you've got Hurricane Condor, and it is one of my favourites.
I know, yeah. So I'm going to head over to Express now, and we'll bring you on for another on-ride POV. She would love some gentle rides, but then she will get bored by some gentle rides as well.
Yeah.
Right, here we are on Express the Park Zero Family Coaster. Holly and Rowan have gone to the front, me and Eloise are right here at the back. Extra long train. Here we go. Going around. What's up with that? What? We can't, but we're not allowed. We're going to get Mummy and Roro. Oh!
Hey, Bob.
You like it when we bug it? And again. So you can bump me now, Bob. Ah! Oh!
Look up there.
I know, that's where we get the power from. We just had a ride there on Express, which is an incredibly rough coaster. Throws you around a lot. I slid about absolutely everywhere, into Eloise a few times to be fair. It's only a lap bar and it's one communal lap bar for both passengers, so it's not separate. Very loud as well, really loud coaster.
Yeah, it's very squeaky, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it is quite an old one. We then had a ride on Bumper Car Garage, but looking at the clouds, we look like we're about to expect the worst of the rain. So the kids are just having a quick play in the park. And when the rain does start, we're going to go sit in the car for a bit.
Here I am. One thing that I found with the toilet break.
1 minute, Rowan. 1 minute.
One thing that I found with Express is Rowan doesn't really like the drops and the being whipped around. Sitting at the front was actually quite nice.
Yeah, the train,
you get lowered down the
more or less. The bottom of the drop before it starts, because the train is so ridiculously
it's very long.
Yeah, honestly, it's so long that
it is really long. It's longer. Like we were at the front and you were towards the back.
We went to the back. We got whipped around a lot, honestly. Yeah. Right.
We need a toilet break.
Yes. Well, the heavens have absolutely opened. We were down by Express, which is one of the furthest points in the park from the exit. So we picked up the kids and we legged it, but we didn't make it to the entrance in time before the rain set in. So we're just in the Emporium right now. I'm grabbing my keyring for the for the collection, and then we'll see what the rain does, because it looks a little bit bright over there. We'll probably head to the car after this and get some
thunder.
Yeah, there's some thunder. We'll grab the coats and try and continue our day here at Pleasurewood Hills. Fortunately, we managed to get the last major ride in just before the rain set in. Still want to try and get the log flume in later on, but we're not sure if it's possible with all this rain. Yeah, everything's just come to a standstill now. And while the rain is pouring, we decided to come and watch the bird show. Birds of paradise.
There's 17 different species. Here's another one, 15. This is Leo. Leo is a green-winged macaw. If you look at his wings between the red and the blue, he's got a band of green. This is where they get the name. Very got bone in it as well, so it's a bit like your fingers. So she can use that to process all the different nuts and fruits and seeds and learning, remember?
We're going to start from this one and we might change our mind.
Yeah, we'll see how we get on. So we've recently just moved back to the first two. When you start teaching them, oh done Harley, you start at the end. So first of all, we're just doing the one hoop over there. Now we've started to move our way gradually back. Sometimes we have to go back a little bit. Just depends how to get on. 1, 2, go get Harley, 3. Like that. Right near the bowl, so just learn to pick things up and put it in the bowl. And then you gradually move from there to the now. Oh dear, that's not meant to happen. Let's have another go over this side. With 2 now. You broke it. Get that one well done. Now barn owls have got silent flight. Their flight feathers cover these hairy edges, so you don't get any noise from the movement of the feathers while he flies around. His name is Ash. If you heard Harley flying over you earlier, the parrots are very noisy, but the barn owls are very, very quiet. They've got that lovely heart-shaped pattern on their face. This acts like a funnel, funneling the sound. You've got a beautifully bred from jungle fowl, which look very similar to hay, but they're much smaller. They only weigh about 500 grams, and hay is about 2.6 kilos. So over time, we've bred chickens to need much bigger. They're very intelligent, lots of people don't realise this, but they can see in colour. They can learn lots of little trained behaviours. So we've set up a little chicken assault course. Now with the orange cones, reputation, which I think comes from movies just like sharks, because as soon as you see a skunk in a film, they go off and make a big smell. But they can do that, but it's not quite as simple as that. It's a last resort, it's a high investment for the body. There's a few other warnings first. Can anyone think of an animal in this country who's a similar colour?
I have a new pet request. I would like a skunk as a pet.
That there was a few snippets from the Birds of Paradise show which we just
really
watched,
good.
and we timed that perfectly because it literally started
There was
raining.
a chicken there, yes.
We legged it to the gift shop, and that was about 5 to 1, and then the bird show started at 1 o'clock, so we timed that really well.
Yeah, so there was macaws, there was parrots, there was a skunk, there was a chicken.
Really cute, adorable.
Yeah, there was an owl, a barn owl.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Absolutely beautiful.
Really good show. Very well trained animals. Lovely.
They were actually in training, so they weren't fully trained, but the tricks that they knew were amazing.
And we had a quick chat with the one of the keepers afterwards, and just about the skunk, and had a close up sort of look at the skunk as well.
So cute.
Yeah.
And it was like snuggled on her shoulder, kind of like one of our cats likes to sleep all snuggled up.
The rain has eased off a little bit, but you could tell whilst we was in that sort of shed where the Birds of Paradise show was coming down on top of the roof, and it was loud. It was really loud. But it has eased off a little bit yet, though. There's quite a few rides closed. I'm going to go find out from the security guard in a sec what actually is open still. I've seen quite a few people leaving because of the rain, but we're going to stick around. You know, want to make the most of the day.
Yeah.
There's a couple of rides yet we haven't done.
Mummy, what is it?
That is a shell from a pistachio nut. So it's not a toy. She's finding things on
Kids
the floor.
are picking
They're
up
very
stuff
curious.
all the time. Yeah. We'll just come back to the front entrance to run to the car to get our coats. We'll head back in a bit, see what's open, and see what we can do. Yeah. Still, very good day here at Pleasurewood Hills. Well, there's not a great deal open at the minute. All the coasters have closed apart from Express. The wave breaker's shut, along with the wave swinger as well. So we've just sort of tried to have a wander around, see what is open, and we found the safari cars. So we'll have a quick ride on this, and then we'll go on the horse ride, which is next door as well. It'd be nice to get on the log flume before the end of the day, but at the minute it doesn't look like the rain is going to ease up at all. So I'm going to be out of luck, I think. So we'll just head through here, and I'm going to get attacked by this. Blimey. I think that needs cutting back. Makes it more of a safari experience, I suppose. I've got Eloise in the car, and Holly's got Rowan. What animals can we see? Years of rhino. What's over there? Eloise. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. See the lines over there in the distance. Yep.
And you can also see
A snake? Oh yeah, on the tree. Absolutely soaked. And here comes a very wet Holly and Rowan. Getting absolutely soaked, bless them. You look so happy. Yeah, I'm glad I avoided that one.
At least Rowan's got Eloise there.
Yeah. Well, the Eloise and Rowan have gone on Kite Flyer, which is a flying contraption.
I have never seen anything like this ever.
No, it looks interesting. Hopefully the kids enjoy it. Just them two on the ride, absolutely nobody else here. The park is a ghost town. Well, we've come for a ride on the train now, as it's in the station. Nobody else is on it, so I thought we'd give it a go. Get a good tour of the park, into the woods as well. And apparently there's a deer out there for us to see today. Still no sign of any life over by the log flume or marble madness or wipeout due to the rain. Looks like the wave swinger is back open though, and that was closed for a bit due to the rain. So hopefully it brightens up a bit and we'll get some more rides in. Looks like there are some people on Wipeout, that's a good sign. Yeah, the rain has eased off quite well now, so with any luck we'll be able to get on all the rides we want to. Just coming over the main railway tracks now. And heading into the woods. Before heading under Castle Theatre. Into the woods now. This train does take quite a while to go around, but you get a good ride at the end of it. the tunnel now. We just come back over to the Water Fun Factory and Marble Madness, which are both still closed, although the rain has stopped. I'm going to ask a member of staff to see if it's worth hanging about. If not, we might call our day here a little bit early. Obviously the rain has closed a lot, but we'll see if we can get on something again by the end of the day. We've just been for another ride on the carousel as well. They are sending around a couple of test boats, so we'll see. Well, we managed to time this arrival over to the log flume area very well because the Sea Lion Splash Show is just about to start at 2:30 exactly. So we'll give this a go, we'll watch it, and then we'll see if the log flume is back open afterwards. Really be good to get a ride on that whilst we're here, as both kids can get on it.
So people ask us, how do we train the animals here at the park? We use a type of training called positive reinforcement. This means that you reward anything you want to encourage and you ignore the things that you don't. It's a very good time for training and it works very well with all sorts of animals here at the park, your pets at home, and to some degree even on people. But whoever you're trying to train, you need to have a close bond of friendship with them, otherwise the training won't work. So we spend a lot of time playing games and having lots of fun with them. They know who we are and they know that they can trust us, and this allows us to work with their cooperation. They're not forced to do anything. They don't have to take part if they don't want to. We use something called free choice. So if they don't fancy it, they don't have to do it. But we do spend lots of time playing games and having fun, so they enjoy it and they normally want to join in. Once you've built up this bond of friendship, you can start to teach the animals some very important husbandry and medical checks. So every day we can check them all over their bodies, make sure there's no lumps or bumps that shouldn't be there. We can ask them to lift up each flipper so we can check underneath, make sure they've not stood on anything. Their hind flippers have got nails on like your finger or your toenails. They're used for scratching and grooming themselves. So we want to check they're okay. Check their eyes and ears to make sure they're clean and clear. And look inside their mouth so we can check their teeth, their gums and the back of their throat. If you look closely in a sea lion's mouth, you might be able to see their teeth are very dark, almost black in colour. Over time they develop to confuse the predator. It's not just seals and sea lions that porpoise, other animals in the ocean will as well, including the dolphin. But if that doesn't work, there's something else that they can try. Everyone look at the blue targets. That might be a bit high for Selena. She'll have a go anyway. A very good score. Well done, good effort, Selena. Give them a big round of applause. We're going to have another go in a moment. So as a last resort, they launch their bodies as high as they can, but gravity takes over and they come crashing back down. We're going to see that again. So when they touch those targets, give them a big round of applause. Get ready. Wow, lovely big splash. That's going to make lots of bubbles underwater, making it very difficult. 4, 5, well done, Dario. But if you live in the wild, your fish is swimming around. So let's see if Elmo can catch his 5 hoops while he's swimming. Sea lions have got binocular vision, 2 forward-facing eyes, which allow them to judge speed and distance very well. We're going to count for Elmo. Louder this time, everyone. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Difficult one for the last one. 5. Well done, Elmo. Watching Dario in the middle because he's been working on something new with Claude. Claude is working up to it. Dario is ready. There we go. Give a big round of applause. So you see the whiskers have come up to touch the ball, that tells them which way it's moving. Then they use their head and neck to keep control of it so they can keep it where they want it. Great way of getting them thinking and concentrating on what they're doing. They're very intelligent animals in the wild. They need... If you watch Dario, he's quite a playful little sea lion. Just had his 7th birthday. And when he learned how to do this, he decided that he likes to try and bounce the ball on his nose. Now he doesn't have to do that, it's just something he decides that he enjoys. It does make it a lot harder for him. So keep an eye out for that, as he's always trying to do it. They've got between 40 and 60 whiskers. Each one's got 1,800 nerve endings, so they're very sensitive. So if everyone looks at Elmo and Claude, they're going to show you how cheeky they are by sticking out their tongues. Very good. Then natural acrobats, we want to find out how high Dario and Selena can jump. They are aiming for the blue targets at the front, so watch out if you're sitting nearby. When they touch those targets, make sure you give them a big round of applause. Get ready. That was really high. Well done, Selena. Who wants to see that again? I can't hear you. Do you want to see that again? Yeah! Okay, let's have another go. Remember, in the wild, they're using this for avoiding predators, but here at the park, it's just a bit of fun, and it's a great way for them to stay active, stay healthy. Get ready! Wow. What about Elmo? He's our biggest sea lion. He's going to go to the target on the right-hand side. Sea lions use those front flippers to launch their bodies out of the water. Hind flippers are used for steering them, just like a rudder on a boat. Seals swim the other way around. They push themselves with their hind flippers, and they use their front flippers to steer, swimming like a fish. When he touches that target, make sure you give a big round of applause. Get ready. Very good, Elmo.
Right, that was the Sea Lion Splash, which was a really good show. They've just reopened Water Fun Factory now, so we're going to take a ride on this, all 4 of us, and we shall take you along with us for the on-ride POV. Hopefully not get too wet.
Help! Send help! Why have I agreed to this?
Because,
I don't know.
it's your choice, yeah.
Huh?
Holly's got the kids at the front and I'm at the back all by myself.
My little
So
minions.
I'm just going to point the GoPro in your direction so we can show how wet you get. Waited about 15 minutes there because I've only got 2 boats in operation, which isn't particularly good, but at least it is back open after the rain. Let's have a look.
His face is wet. He is not happy.
Yeah, I'll come over the boat a bit. Big drop. I'll tell you what, I think I got more soaked by the rain earlier. The only bad thing about this is that that water is very green.
Robin is raging.
And there we have it. Well, we just come off Water Fun Factory, and let me tell you, it is a hell of a soaker. You're soaking, aren't you? bless.
Can't really see somewhere with that.
Yeah, it just come over the legs a lot. I have to say, I'm not keen on the colour of the water. Looks very green.
You might get wet. Step back. Eloise, you might get wet. Eloise. What a day.
Yeah, we decided to cut it a little bit short just because it's so dead here. We've actually done everything we wanted to.
Yeah.
We've had as many rides as we wanted on Wipeout. Got on the log flume finally. We've seen both shows.
Not happy about the log flume. I got a bit wet.
Yeah,
My
so-
leggings are like
Yeah.
stuck to me.
But we've had an awesome day, really, to be fair. Despite the weather, the major attractions are only closed for a little bit. The
Yeah, it's
park's done
brightened up
well-
again
yeah,
now,
The park's
but-
done well to reopen everything
Yeah.
they can.
The last thing we wanted to go on was the chair swings again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they are having a problem. Someone said that they couldn't get the chair swings to stop, so we've decided not to risk that.
Yeah, they were just testing it as we went over there, but decided just to head home so we can get to the supermarket before it closes and spend a bit of time in the caravan.
And have a film night, I think.
Eloise, get in the car, please, thank you.
The kids don't want to go home, but
No.
it's been a long day. We've been up early.
Well, that concludes this video. We've had an awesome day here at Pleasurewood Hills, and we have only one more thing to say now. We hope you enjoyed the ride, and we
We'll
shall
see you in the next video. I got
Bye-bye.
it right.